Now to Russia's war in Ukraine. The largest city in western Ukraine has been hit by a series of airstrikes. Flames lit up the night sky over Lviv after the Russian missile strikes. The city's mayor says 3 electrical substations were among the damaged buildings, and that caused a power outage. And the Russian assault on the steel plant in Mariupol, which only let up briefly to allow a few dozen civilians to escape, is still going on. There is some good news about those who got out on Sunday. They finally arrived in the Ukrainian city of Zaporizhzhia today. Redmond Shannon reports, and a warning, some of the images in his story are upsetting.
The relief is palpable. Some show it with smiles, others with tears. After a gruelling journey through back roads and Russian army checkpoints, the Azovstal evacuees arrived to safety. The end of a 2-month nightmare beneath the bombarded steelworks in Mariupol.
You can't imagine how scary it is when you sit in the shelter in a wet and damp basement, which is bouncing, shaking. Every night we went to sleep and thought about whether we would survive and wake up.
The United Nations says 101 civilians, including 17 children, made it out, most of them arriving in Zaporizhzhia.
We would have hoped that much more people would be able to join the convoy and to get out of hell.
Some estimates say around 200 civilians are still inside. The Red Cross says the renewed bombardment of the plant since Sunday prevents any more evacuations.
I'm extremely concerned with the image we have seen today. We have seen that hostilities have resumed.
Ukrainian forces claim those hostilities now include tanks and ground troops, and that 2 civilian women were killed overnight.
I have one message for you today. Ukraine will win.
British Prime Minister Boris Johnson gave a virtual address to Ukraine's parliament, the first foreign leader to do so since Russia's invasion in February.
You have proved them completely wrong. Every one of those military experts who said that Ukraine would fall.
Johnson pledged another $500 million in new military aid to Ukraine. France's Emmanuel Macron, meanwhile, spent 2 hours on the phone with Vladimir Putin, demanding but not getting a ceasefire agreement from the Russian leader. Redmond Shannon, Global News, London.